It's not good.
Sometimes in life, things just don't go right. At the end of our last episode, we were celebrating so many wins. Time with good friends, our house build having found the right stone, and it's zipping along at such an exciting pace, and the biopool is finally starting to look like the place we imagined it could be. So what could possibly go wrong?
The biopool project strikes again.
Now, before we dive into this one, I have to ask for kindness in the comments, and not too many told you so's or should haves. Sharing the ups and downs of life with you on YouTube is one of our favourite things, but it does make us feel a little vulnerable when we're admitting failure.
I'm thinking of taking the boys inside and getting going with some supper.
Thing is, though, with mistakes come lessons and learning. And that's never time wasted or experience lost. So let's fill you in on what's gone on. And then we'll have to start figuring out a way to fix it.
It's Mario just arrived. We are back at the biopool. He's bringing some of those rounded pebbles so we can finish off the bottom of the plastic. I was in touch with the garden centre today as well, talking a little bit about aquatic plants and how much they're going to cost, what kind of plants we're going to want in there. Obviously, best oxygenating plants possible. And so off we go. Let's build a biopool again. All right, I've just had to move an entire pile of wood chips. Why is that, darling?
Because I haven't moved them yet. So Mario's back. We are carrying on with the project down at the biopool, getting things going and finished hopefully today. Mario was here until about 6:30 last night putting those stones in, and I think he basically did most of the back wall. So today he's going to be working on this side, which is kind of easier access, which is great. I'll be honest, I'm feeling a little bit exhausted. It's been a really, really busy week. But exciting things, everybody. Look at this. We've got new merch which has just dropped. Our spring collection, and I absolutely love it. This is my favourite design. It says grow your own way. We have changed that. This on the sample was black, but on the actual one it's white so that it's a bit clearer. But isn't it just so beautiful? Put together by the incredible Emily at Herb M Sketches. If you don't already follow her on Instagram, please go give her a follow. She does incredible stuff and she's just brilliant. We love you, Emily. We love you so much and we're so grateful for everything you do for us. And we're just so stoked about this new collection. Go and check it out. The link is in the description below, or you can scan this QR code on the screen. And for anybody who does buy our merch, just a massive thank you. It massively helps to support us. Yeah, if we can have a bit of newbies world in your world, that just makes us really smile.
It looks like Mario's just fixing the road first. The wall that's collapsed beneath the chicken coop is kind of collapsed onto the road, so he can't get his truck down. So first things first, let's build a new road again. Maybe if Mario lifts the bag up, holds it over the biopool, and we take a knife and we cut the bottom. Is it? Brilliant. So we don't have to shovel them in. He can just lift them and we can drop them in. Well, let's finish the stones off first, and then over this part and around there especially, we put the gravel in. I think that'd be great. Okay, this is going to be exciting. So just a moment ago I said to Joao, hey Joao, wouldn't it be really, really cool if Mario could lift up the pebbles and then put them over the biopool and we just take a knife and cut open the bottom? And then Joao's like, duh, they've got a zip on the bottom of them anyway, so that's what we'll do. So this is going to save me probably us weeks of work. Delighted. Oh, but we got to get some felt into place.
That is good news because they were quite labour intensive to get into place. But the first thing we got to do is get this felt liner down to protect the plastic liner from the pebbles going in. Are you getting wet again today, love?
I think it's got to be like that, hasn't it? I can see the bottom bit, yeah. All right. Here we go again.
It's a bit warmer today than it was last time, though.
It is a lot warmer, yeah.
This is starting to look so beautiful, my love.
Thank you, darling. Yeah, I think it's going to be great, isn't it?
There were definitely moments when I doubted it, and I'm so sorry because I didn't need to. It's magic.
Okay, that's tucked underneath that rock really nicely.
Oh, that's so heavy.
So we're going to pull a rope in a minute, and hopefully a whole bunch of Okay, let's just start pouring it, Sean. Hope for the best. Yeah. Ready?
That's so crazy. I love it. Oh, nice. That wasn't as dramatic as I was hoping. That was cool. That was very cool.
So I'm delighted by that. That's exactly how I hoped it would go. It's worked really well. I can hear a lot of people out there saying, "Hey, you know, why did you put the water in already?" You know, and it's such a good point. Why did we put water into the biopool when we're still building the biopool? Great question. And the real answer is we honestly didn't know when we were going to be able to finish this project. And so running the risk of not putting water in it and then not having water to water the farm with during the summer was too big a risk. We also didn't know whether the project would work. So it's kind of like a way of us testing the project to make sure that it does work as we're going along, and also to ensure that we've got that water for the summer.
We didn't really have a choice, did we? It was just the way time...
It's kind of how it worked out.
The timeline was dictated by necessity rather than convenience.
Yeah, that's how it is. So here we are. And I don't mind getting wet. It's fun.
A place where wonders gleam and nothing as it seems.
Okay, Mario's broke the pipe that I put in the other day. A little bit frustrating because we definitely don't want that to be a problem. Only now it is. Just taking a quick break to do a very, very quick job. This is our latest addition to our RioLink Home Hub security solution. It's a doorbell. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now what I'm going to want to do is connect this RioLink doorbell, video doorbell, to the rest of the Home Hub gear that I've got. All of my other cameras around the farm, from down on the lawn to the biopool to all around the house and the tiny house and our office, they're all connected to this one central system, the Home Hub. So this is my RioLink Home Hub, and I've connected a couple of my favorite cameras to it, the Argus PT Ultra and the Argus 4 Pro. And I'm just about to connect the video doorbell too. This centralizes all of the cameras around the farm and manages them so that all of the data that comes from those cameras is installed in this one singular place on the Home Hub. It comes with a 64 gig micro SD card, but there's actually room and space for another 2 SD cards in there, meaning that you can store up to 1 terabyte worth of video data. Because you're storing everything locally inside this Home Hub, there is no subscription to pay. Your data isn't needed to go to a cloud where there's potential for it to be hacked or stolen. RioLink have made sure that there is an exclusive encryption algorithm here built into the box that keeps everything safe, even if the SD cards were stolen or some of your cameras were pinched. I am a technophobe. I find things like installing cameras and computers surprisingly difficult. This is super duper easy to install. If you are just getting started and you'd like to get a RioLink system for your own home, I would definitely recommend starting with the Home Hub, and then perhaps get a couple of the really simple, easy to use cameras like the Argus PT Ultra or the Argus 4 Pro. Both of them really excellent cameras. And then once you've got started, if you want to, you could expand up to 8 cameras on this singular Home Hub system. As always, we've got a special discount code for you. Click in the link in the description below and you're going to get 5% off your order by using our code TheNewbys. And of course, just by clicking on the link, you're going to be helping support our channel, and also you might find something that's really, really useful to you, including a rather snazzy video doorbell. That's so cool. Cheers. I've got no shoes on in the space hack. So we want that to carry on flowing out the pipe and not down through the bank, because we don't want it going underneath that liner.
We did think about it, and we put these boards here to try and protect the pipe as it went here, but we just missed that bit. So sadly it's cracked, and what's happening now is the water's all running down the hill and going underneath the liner, which is far from ideal. Can I help in any way?
Oh, look at that, it's just pouring out. Damn it.
Oh man, as John's digging up, it looks like literally the whole pipe is just like squashed. Ah, that's not good news. Ah, the biopool project strikes again. Just as you feel like you're making amazing progress, throws up yet another hassle. It's just been like this from the very beginning. It's just one of those things. When it's done, it's going to be so worth it, but my goodness, will we have worked hard to get here.
Just looking at the water flow coming out over there to see if it's speeding up a little bit.
So what you're trying to do is break the pipe open more so that all the water goes into the pipe
Yeah,
again.
I mean, if it's broken, it's broken. That's it and all about it. We got to put a new pipe in. So I'm breaking the pipe a little bit more to try and allow the water to flow into the pipe further down the hole.
How much did you enjoy digging this trench, my love?
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it very much. It was very hard work digging this. The ground is so soft now. Well, it's a lot softer ground now, but when I was digging it before, it was really hard.
Oh my goodness, look at it.
Totally flattened.
Do you know, I will admit something. I think I did tell you though yesterday, but I didn't want to like make a thing of it because there was more important things going on. But every time Mario drove over it, you could see the pipe, like all of a sudden loads of water would come out of it, like it was being squeezed.
All right, well, as long as it keeps going in the biopool for now, I think we're all right.
Yeah.
Frustrating as it is, we just got to rebuild it tomorrow. You know, it's 50 quid's worth of pipe, isn't it? It's the frustrating bit. And a couple of hours of digging again. Yeah. But if we do that at the same time as we do the pipe over here, maybe later I'll go and get a whole bunch of pipe work. Tomorrow Joao and I can dig all of the pipe work in that we need.
Cool. Sounds
There's
like
a
a
lot.
good idea.
Because we've got a whole spring flowing down the other side of this field that I'd like to capture and have coming into the biopool.
Oh my gosh, Mario's digger is actually wobbling. That was slightly terrifying.
In a world full of dreams, where the moonlight softly beams, there's a place where wonders gleam, and nothing as it seems.
Joao, is that going to be okay there? It's a bit low, no? Where's the plastic? Is the plastic? Because the water level is really... Is it coming up? Okay. Is there height? Is the water going over the edge? Okay. We don't want water going over the edge there, huh? We can lower the pipe there just a little bit. But let's just keep an eye on it, eh? Oh, if Mario gets this wrong, that's the liner ripped.
feeling a little bit tense, isn't it?
Yeah, because the soil on that side has been compacted and it's lowered the level of the land that's holding the water in, and the water is at the moment spilling over the edge of the biopool. The idea that we've got at the moment is, this is kind of evolving as we go along. We're making it up, which was kind of really the plan. There are no drawings for anything in the Newbys world. We just build as we build.
Except our house.
Except the house, yeah. The stones that we're putting over in that very vulnerable corner that we've always known is going to be quite vulnerable are very heavy, and they're pushing the soil down, and that's causing the water to kind of spill over the top of the biopool. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, look.
Oh boy.
We need to pull that. You need to lift this up again. That needs to be pulled.
This part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got two choices. We lower the level of the pond, water in the pond, or we lift that rock back. Let's fix this, Joao, before we do any more. I want to make sure it's fixed.
Ew, look at all that water going out. Oh boy.
Just a little bit of extra support. Yeah. Better. What's that there? Not good.
Pode ser ao contrário.
Let's do it this way. Long ways. Yeah, better.
Is that better, love?
I think so, yeah.
Crisis averted over there.
Yeah.
We've still got to deal with what's happening over here. Water going underneath here.
No.
Você não vai sair,
Popping
porque
up
ela
there
tá,
like the
tá,
spring.
tá presa lá assim,
Thank
na
you.
pedra.
Yeah, it's true. We've still got water going out there. It's coming out from underneath the rock, love, beneath that block.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, man. This corner was always going to be a problem. There was never a point in time I thought, this will be an easy corner to do. It was always going to be a problem. This isn't good either, you know. This rock is literally sat on top of the plastic. I think the water is coming underneath this rock as well. This rock's got to go. They got to come. No. This one and this one, they got to get up. And that one and this one. We got to lift them. Otherwise, we're going to have water going all the time. Joao, constantly it's going to be going. Mario, stop. Mario, stop. This one.
Projects like building a biopool are hard. There's no other way of saying it, especially when you've never built one before. This biopool, from its very inception, has been challenging. Starting with a lack of direction and culminating in today, it's been one challenging moment after the next. To our friends Mario and Joao, who are also working on a biopool for the first time, we applaud you. Your tenacity and daring to help us build the unknown is inspiring, and the way you've got stuck into a project that none of us knew would work has been simply brilliant. For sure, this project would not be possible without either of you. So here we are. From big smiles yesterday to this moment right now, we all stand feeling utterly disappointed as one by one the rocks start to be lifted out of place. Frustrating to say the very least, but it didn't end there. If you can believe it, it got a whole lot worse.
Okay, that's very unfortunate. Basically, what the rocks have done have kind of compressed the soil so much on this bank that they are lowering the plastic. The water is starting to run into the soil and down the side of the bank, which could really, truly end in disaster and compromise the entire integrity of the pool. So Mario is going to have to lift, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stones back up. Move them away again. We're going to have to think again about how we do this one corner here, because this is not going to work.
It's a bit frustrating right now. So what's happened with the plastic is, as the rocks have been going in, for whatever reason, the plastic got folded back on itself instead of being allowed to just carry on going over the edge. So as that plastic has been folded back on itself, the rocks have gone down and quite likely moved a little bit into location, and almost every stone along here, because the plastic's been folded back on itself, has got water coming over the top of the plastic. So the work that took 2-3 hours yesterday afternoon to do has all got to be undone. The plastics, it's just that simple, got to be put back flat, the stones on top of the plastic instead of folded plastic, and then we're going to be just fine. But look, this is a nightmare. Okay, so we got to stop. We got to stop the project. There's a lot of holes there.
Maybe put a stone, put one bit of this material, you know?
Oh, wow, look at it. This is a nightmare. Okay, so what's happened? As the last stones went in yesterday evening, the pond liner was, for whatever reason, folded back on itself, which meant that it was lower than the water level. And that's meant that water's been going over the top of that soil, over the top of the plastic, and eroding the soil underneath the stones, and also causing problems. You know, as you'd imagine, water going over the top of the plastic, that's not a good thing. So I made a call, let's lift up those stones, let's fold the plastic back out again, and let's put the stones back into place. Unfortunately, in doing that, what's happened, either in doing that or what happened originally, I don't know, is that the plastics ripped in quite a lot of places, specifically around that corner that we knew was going to be problematic, and that's caused water to leak as well away from the pond. So I've made a call. I've said, look, forget it, let's stop work today. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Normally Mario and Joao would be here till gone 6 o'clock. They were yesterday. It hasn't been an easy project from the very beginning. It started off as an uninspiring thorn in my side, and has continued to be something that we've tried really hard with, but also struggled with. We get to the final hurdle almost, the last bit before planting, and the very worst thing that could happen happened. The pond liner ripped, the pond leaked, the weakest corner in the whole project eroded, and we've taken away all the stones, and now I've got to stop and find a way to fix the liner, lower the water level right back down, and come back again when Mario's got time, and I don't know when that'll be. It's really annoying, really annoying.